Hello everyone, welcome to the video. My name is Cosolix. Today I'm going to be going over 10 things in Brawlhalla you guys should use more often. This video might be pretty quick as long as I don't go on a tangent or anything. But yeah, I did polls in my community section and you guys wanted to see this, so I'm bringing it to you. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, comment down below. Comment down below to enter a giveaway for an esports color. The winner of the last giveaway is on the screen right now. Again, all you gotta do is comment down below and subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into this. The first thing on the list of 10 things that you should use more often in Brawlhalla is ledge canceling. So a lot of you guys who play this game might be new. I think the average of my audience is like mid-gold. So you might not know what ledge canceling is. And ledge canceling is a mechanic. When you jump onto a ledge, you kind of attach to the soft platform. By ledge, I mean soft platform. So you can see right here, I jump and then I land on it. But before I land on it, I can actually do an attack to instantly land on the platform without getting those landing frames. So like the frames right here, you kind of stick to the platform, that's landing frames. You're basically in stun, you can't attack for like 2 frames. But if you are on the soft platform and you do a down attack, as long as you time it right, you can land instantly because you're using an attack. So if you kind of see, I jump and I'm already in the down light startup instantly. You avoid those 2 frames because you do an attack. And I think it only works for down attacks. I don't know what type of... Well, you can also dash, I know that. You can like dash ledge cancel. I don't know exactly everything that you can ledge cancel with. I know down attacks and dash. But other than that, maybe play with it for yourself. But it's definitely a unique mechanic that you should use more often. One really cool thing you can do with it is combos. So it's unarmed. As long as you space it right, trash. Come back up, bot. If you space it right, you can do a little double down light. That's true, and some other stuff like that. Okay, so in the last patch with Lance, they made it so you can go side light in air and light, and all you gotta do is ledge cancel. It's not really a ledge cancel; you more land on the platform with the end light, but you instantly end light to avoid those frames. Next on the list is something I use but I don't see many pros use, which is slide charging. If you don't know what slide charging is, it's a pretty standard mechanic, but basically if you do a dash and then you charge a signature off stage, some signatures that fall with gravity and don't put you in midair, you'll actually fall while you're charging it. So let me show you what I mean. If I do like a neutral sig on hammer, if I fully charge it, it brings me all the way down there. And I can charge it for a while. Same with my down signature and my side signature. There we go. But there are also signatures where you can't do that. So like my side sig here, because I float in the air, right? So it doesn't get affected by gravity. The cool thing about this, and the reason why you guys should use it more often, is because you're actually covering a lot of space to confirm KOs. It's a lot safer than you'd think. So if I do a down sig like this, I can let go of it at any time, and right when I let go, I have active frames. So if I actually look at my travel distance, I could have let go from any moment starting here. Here, I don't know if you guys can see. I'm going to show my whole screen because I'm just going to describe it. So you guys see the screenshot. If I get this little paintbrush tool or whatever, everything I paint black is the area that I can cover with a slide charge. So with a normal attack, if I do a side air, for instance, I can only cover, let's say, this area or something horizontal, right? But the good thing about slide charging, no matter where my opponent is, I can cover all the way from here to all the way down here instantly. All I gotta do is let go and I get active frames with a signature that can kill. What I would recommend is watch for your opponent off stage. And if your opponent uses a dodge, a slide charge is very, very safe. Next on the list is actually dash jumping. So I'm sure almost everyone knows what it is, but I'm just gonna go over the reasons why I think you guys should use it more often. It's a really great way to move. It's a great way to move quicker. It looks like I've got speed hacks if done properly, but I really don't. Like, look how much better that is than just walking to your opponent. And another great thing is it puts you in the air, which allows you to dodge in any direction you want. So on the ground, you can spot dodge, and that's it, right? You can dash dodge, but you can't choose a direction at all. But when you're in the air, oh, I can spot dodge, I can dodge horizontally, upwards, downwards, diagonally to go back to stage, and everything. So a dash jump puts you at a really good height to make a decision depending on what your opponent does. So let's say I'm going against this dusk right here. If I do a dash jump, then it creates an advantage state for me. Basically, if this dusk does nothing, then I can just dodge back away and run away. But if this dusk does an attack, I am in perfect position to dodge. If I dodge it, I can dodge horizontally if I'm on land and then get a perfect side air. Or if I'm on like hammer and I want to get like an air or something, I can dodge it down, or like I can dodge, I don't know, horizontally, then fade in and neutral. You know what I mean? Dash jump just puts you in an advantage state to aggress. I wouldn't necessarily do a dash jump attack every single time, but a dash jump dodge back is phenomenal. You can go dash jump, jump again. You could go dash jump, dodge down. You can go dash jump, go forward. You can just completely run forward with dash jump and nobody will even know. You can dodge forward. You can spot dodge and then see how they react and then hit a combo starter. It creates so many options and it's such a great way to move around. Next is very similar to dash jump, but a little bit different. This is just jump and fast falling. Practicing your fast falling is super important. It serves the exact same purpose as a dash jump. The only difference is you don't get that horizontal momentum. So if your weapon is more vertical, it might be a better option. And also it puts you in the same position as a dash jump, so you can like dodge and make decisions if you need to. And if you fast fall, you can get back to stage and you're not high enough to be in disadvantage state, and it's very easy to reset neutral here. And you can make a decision depending on the weapon you play against. So if you're playing against spear, maybe you just dash forward, but if you're playing against a weapon like lance, which doesn't have an anti-air while it's on the ground, then if you do a jump, you're at an advantage state against lance. And another weapon like blasters, for instance, when, you know, they don't have a vertical option. Fifth on the list is weapon throw confirms. So if I hit my opponent off stage and I think my opponent is going to jump or something, going a weapon throw as soon as possible, especially if you think they're going to jump or whatever, is a really good option. And the best part about confirming things with a weapon toss is the fact that a weapon respawns every like 3 seconds when it disappears. So by the time your opponent comes back to the stage, you will already have another weapon. So as long as you're comfortable with both, like look at this, weapon spawns, you know what I mean? If I side air, throw the weapon, watch the stage, and it's already back. Like, it's a very safe option. You're throwing out a hitbox that can potentially kill them like this, and I've already got the weapon back here. You know, it comes every couple seconds. Next on the list is actually not in the game itself. This is a modification to the game, which you can only do on PC. It's a modification that is legal. This is blurred map backgrounds. Mammoth is a 1v1 map. So I'm like, hey, I want to blur the background. So if I go to paint.net, you just hit blurs or whatever you do on Photoshop to get a blur. Let's say I want an average blur, whatever this is. I can blur this a lot. And now it's like completely blurred. I'm just gonna go 10, for instance. Look at the background. It's going to make the foreground look a lot more defined. And it's almost like a camera. Cameras have... For portraits, they blur the background naturally, so it's very similar to this. It keeps the important stuff in focus, and this mod is completely legal for all tournaments. Brawlhalla has already stated this. Any background changes are legal, everything else is illegal. So yeah, I definitely recommend this if you're someone who gets distracted or just likes how this looks, and it's very easy to do. It's literally 2 clicks. There's also, on Game Banana, there was an old mod that blurred the backgrounds for you. I don't know how updated it is. I think Wanderlust was the one who updated it. If I get a link, I'll put it down in the description. Next tip is in the Brawlhalla settings. It is the action camera. So I think Pierre, Hardy, Stingray, maybe Megdy, they all do this. I don't personally like to do this, but I'm sure that there's somewhat of either a competitive advantage or something that makes it, you know, better. But they changed the camera mode, and I'd play around with this yourself, see what camera you like the most. I think they use action. It's action or close, I can't remember, but essentially they choose a camera that's closer to the player because it helps with micro spacing. So if you see this, it's a slight difference, but this one is a lot closer. You see what I mean? And you can really space things easier. It makes the opponent look massive, and being up close like this can definitely really help in the long run, especially with 1v1s. This next tip, by the way, I could kind of forget how to do, but I'm going to put a guide from Hardy MJ down below in the description. This is called Broadcaster mode. So this mode allows you to change colors in tournament 1v1 and 2v2 settings without the opponent seeing that same change. It's hard to describe. I'm putting some video on screen right now from Pro Series from 2 years ago. They basically changed the colors from that tournament 1v1. They changed them from red and blue to anything they want because it had to match, you know, the team for spectators. And they did this by using a mode called Broadcaster mode. And you turn this mode on through Brawlhalla launch options, and you can type commands to manually change the color. If you create a room and you make it a tournament map or tournament room or whatever, for 1v1 you can use different colors, but for 2v2 you are forced on red or blue. So this allows you to change your color of the team, but it only affects your client. It is not server based, so other people don't see it. If you're somebody that gets confused with colors, like my roommate is colorblind, and also the map like Demon Island, a lot of skins actually fade into the background and camouflage. This is a way to change the color of you or your opponent without them knowing, and it's totally legal. So again, link to Hardy's guide is down below in the description. The last thing I'm going over in this video that you should use more often is a mechanic called dash dodging. So this is a great way to approach opponents while maintaining iframes so you don't get hit. All you gotta do is dash and you dodge instantly, or as soon as possible. This gives you momentum with your iframes, and since you're on the ground, you're gonna get the dodge back very quickly, so you don't need to really get worried. You don't need to worry about getting strung by sandstorm across the map, because you can dodge like a second and a half later. But this allows a very easy way to aggress or run away or anything, provides you iframes, and can really set you up for combos and approach options. You can also do it with chase dodges like that. So if I hit someone, I did a chase dodge, and then I chained it with a spot dodge. I don't know if you see this. See the chase dodge, and then I dodged. This gives me more iframes because spot dodges have more invincibility frames than directional dodges or chase dodges, I believe. And it gives me momentum. So why would I use a dash jump dodge horizontally to land on the ground when I can use a dash dodge, for instance? Right? So I could either go like that, or I can go like that. You know what I mean? To get around. One takes longer, the dash jump takes longer, and you get less iframes. This one's quicker, and you get more iframes, so you're less likely to be punished for it. Or, yeah, you know. But yeah, guys, that's 10, technically 11 things that you should do and use more often in Brawlhalla. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys all later. Take care.